Wake up, it's time to get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Navigation trading on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Today is Monday, March 16th. S&P futures, nice little bounce, up 60 points, almost 1%. NASDAQ up over 1%. Russell up 1.3%, and the Dow up 0.8%. Gold down 0.5%. Silver down 0.5% as well. Notes and bonds are green. 10-year yield down 1.28% ahead of the FOMC rate decision this Wednesday. Oil down almost 4%. Natural gas down about 1%. Soybeans, wheat, and corn, which have been racing higher, are all down as well. Soybeans is down 2.6%. Wheat and corn both down 1%. Euro and the pound both up 1/3, and Bitcoin up almost 4%. Back above 74,000. VIX getting contracted, down almost 7.5%. Reading at the freeze is 25.18. Big VIX contraction, so no 1 DTE today. I will do a 3-4 put calendar at the open. I will also be looking to enter a 3-4 double calendar. We do have FOMC on Wednesday, so we'll see if we can get any profit to come in on that 3-4 quickly. If not, I may just close it, but we'll try it out. The shorts on Thursday, longs on Friday. But with FOMC on Wednesday, may hold up everything. Yeah, I haven't had Ricks on my trade plan for I don't know how long. So even the Monday volatility pump not able to push through with this big bounce. Little power outage fears on the East Coast. We didn't have any. We had a crazy windstorm last night, that's for sure. There's the opening bell. Did not get much sleep last night. It was howling. Expected range in SPX today, according to the TOS option chain, a little over 48. Lot of green on the watch list. Biggest mover, Nebius, is up 13%. BMNR up 10.5%. CoreWeave up 8%. All the cryptos up. Almost everything up. Got a handful of reds. HIMS is down 2%. DraftKings, Netflix, CrowdStrike, Lulu, Disney, AVGO is a little bit red, but most is green. MU has earnings this Wednesday, so those options are going to be expensive, and MU is pushing right now. Big banks are all up about 1%. Tesla acting strong initially. My 3-4 put calendar's firing. Get that posted. These things are expensive. $860. S&P pushing up to that pre-market high. Same with NASDAQ. Tesla pushing up towards Friday's high. NVIDIA up to pre-market highs as well. For Tesla, I'm going to go ahead and load up some calls to have them ready. I would use the 2 DTE. And I would use the 400s. Also for an NVIDIA, the 2 DTE 185s. Keep an eye on both of those. Hood acting weak. Circle, MSTR acting strong. Intel strong. SMCI strong. All the chips strong for the most part. AVGO dipped, but it's bouncing. AMD, I would trade the 200 calls. So AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA. And potentially MSTR. MSTR, I would trade the 4DTE, and I would trade the 140. I would trade the 150 calls. So those are the four I'm getting loaded on my watch list here. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell all still moving up. Russell's up to previous day high. MSTR rejecting previous day high a little bit, pulled back to pre-market high. NVIDIA popped back up. AMD popping back up. Tesla creeping back up towards highs of day. Push through. NVIDIA staying strong. SMH is above previous day high. AVGO staying a little bit weaker. Netflix weak. Microsoft weak. Meta kind of rejecting at pre-market high. AMD now pulling back. Tesla kind of rejecting previous day high. MU kind of rejecting. SMCI, big reversal. Microsoft into the red. Softy acting a little soft today. I'm going to load up some puts in Microsoft. 2DTE, I would trade the 395s. NASDAQ kind of rejecting. Bitcoin still strong, up 4.5%. MSTR is just chopping. Chips are pulling back. Still watching MSTR for a break. If it starts to aggressively start to break back towards previous day high. Big banks are pushing higher. Tesla still pulling back. NASDAQ pulling back. Watching MSTR. Watching MSTR 150 calls. If it starts to get aggressive, I'd like to get into MSTR right as it's pushing through previous day high. Use that as my risk level. Circle dipped a little bit. It's starting to push back up. Bitcoin's still moving higher. Tesla's still rejecting. MSTR ticked above it and immediately rejected. Bitcoin's starting to reject a little bit now. Big bank still pushing. S&P staying strong. Russell staying strong, but NASDAQ pulling back.
Autofilled. Autofilled.
MSTR kind of rejecting here again. Watching Tesla. Tesla kind of pulled back to that level. Now it's starting to pop back up. I'm watching the 400 calls in Tesla. Russell leading the indices, S&P staying strong, but NASDAQ still pulling back. Microsoft tried to bounce. It's getting rejected again. MSTR, big rejection. SNDK has taken off. It's up 7% now. All right, I'm watching Tesla. Nvidia's starting to bounce again. I'm going to take Tesla. It's the 400 calls filled at 606. Nice aggressive little push up to previous day high. Let's see if it can push through. NASDAQ popped back up. Russell still strong. I put a profit target at 675 in Tesla, but I may move that down. MSTR tried to bounce, got rejected again. Amazon's starting to bounce off unchanged. Microsoft bounced off unchanged. Indices acting strong. Chips starting to bounce again. Need Tesla to push through highs. Netflix, which is weaker, bouncing. Nvidia's little dip got bought up. MU back through highs of day. Google trying to make it to highs of day. So Tesla has shown some relative strength earlier, but it's not participating in this big extension out of the Qs and SPY. Tesla kind of rejecting a little bit. AVGO had a bounce, but it's coming back down. Big banks are staying strong. Hood starting to bounce. MSTR never could get back above previous day high. Tesla's still kind of holding, but need a push.
Order cancelled. Order filled. Order partially filled.
Tesla and Nvidia both had that push, and now they've just been kind of chopping with no further continuation. SMH is still holding above its previous day high. MSTR just broke down through lows. Bitcoin falling as well. A little rollover. Pretty slow moving with the the S&P and Russell looking kind of the best. Microsoft, there goes Microsoft through lows, so that little bounce got shoved back down. Intel was strong early, now it's coming down pretty heavy. Google's kind of pushing, trying to get back up to highs of day. Just straight choppy. Apple's extending through highs. Russell coming back down below previous day high. Same with Bitcoin. S&P just kind of pausing below highs. NASDAQ a little bit choppier. All right, here comes Tesla trying to make a new high of day. All right, little extension at a Tezzy. See if we can get up to that. I've got my profit target at 675. Netflix trying to get back in the green. MSTR bouncing. S&P almost back up to highs. Russell bouncing again. NASDAQ almost back up to highs. Need a little bit more out of Tesla, though. Crypto's starting to bounce. Bitcoin trying to get back above previous day high. Apple staying strong. Big bounce out of Meta. Nvidia starting to perk up a little bit. Big banks still moving higher. All of them up about 2% or so. Need a little bit more of push in Tesla. My profit target's at 675. Is trading at about 655. Trying to make new highs. Another little push up. Can we get it? Can we get it? Big bounce in MSTR. Nope, Tesla pushed back down to previous day high now. Apple pulling back. S&P, NASDAQ pulling back. Keeping an eye on MSTR again, the 150 calls. It's kind of coming back with aggression. Bitcoin didn't really bounce that much, but MSTR is getting aggressive. Tesla new highs. Filled at 675 in Tesla. I'll put another profit target at 750. Good relative strength out of Tezzy. MSTR almost back up to previous day high. I'm going to take MSTR. That's the 150 calls. I made kind of a quick pop, so I didn't get a great fill. Filled at 408. I'll take some off at 460 in MSTR. Look at that move. I got in a little bit later than I wanted because it popped right as my order was trying to get filled, so I didn't get a great fill, but nice move. I need another little push up in MSTR to hit my 460. Tesla still staying strong. I probably would have hit profit target had I got a better fill in MSTR. I'm going to move down to 450. Try to get out of some here if it can pop right back up. Circle big bounce, coin big bounce. Tesla still pushing. Netflix big rebound. Nvidia never took off. Still chopping. MSTR kind of pulling back now. Back to previous day high. Right where I got in. Yeah, I would have liked to shed some of those on that initial pop. But let's see if it wants to stay strong here. S&P and NASDAQ both pulling back a little bit. MSTR rejected. I'm going to need MSTR to rebound here or I'll cut it. That's unfortunate. All right, a little bit of a dip buy up in MSTR here. See if you can get back above previous day high and make another leg. Coinbase still bouncing. Circle still bouncing. Bitcoin still trying to bounce. Tesla trying to push back up towards highs. Tesla approaching new highs of day.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Got my next profit target
Order
in
canceled.
Tesla at 750. If it can keep moving. Goldman Sachs is all up since the open. Up 2.5%. Okay, MSTR popping back up. See if we can get some legs. See if the crypto legs can stay strong. Tesla making new highs. Still got my profit target in MSTR at 450. It's going to need to push through highs of day to hit that. Really nice bounce in coin and circle. Tesla, I'm going to move my next profit target to 730. Try to take some more off at 730. MSTR almost back to highs. See if it can push through. Bitcoin almost back up to highs a day. S&P pushing through, NASDAQ pushing through, Russell pushing through highs. Need MSTR to push through highs. MU is now coming down. Some of the NVIDIA is coming down. SMH, a lot of the chips are coming down now. But some of the other big tech staying strong and crypto's staying strong. Microsoft, which was weak, is bouncing back. Big bounce. Netflix, big bounce, big recovery, back through highs. Amazon, big recovery, back up towards highs. Tesla about to hit 730. It's at 725. MSTR, there's Tesla hit 730. So I've got 2 Tesla left. MSTR, I'm still looking for that first profit target. It's close. Trying to hit 450. It touched 450, but didn't push through it. I mean, Tesla was the best on the board for sure. We caught that. I mean, SPY getting in around pre-market highs would have been a top play as well. But some of these chips are just kind of, chips aren't acting great. And some of the other big tech had weakness early but have now rebounded. And then MSTR rejected a couple times, trying to get an extension out of that one, but need to book some. Need to book some. Meta through highs. Well, MSTR back down to previous day high. Just couldn't fill it. Circle pushed through highs. It's kind of rejecting. Bitcoin rejecting a little bit. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell pulling back. Tesla staying strong. Now we're getting some rejection out of the big banks too. All right, MSTR trying to tick back through highs. No fill yet. Come on, mister. Mister. Rejecting again. Just keeps teasing my order. Tesla kind of pausing. Just posted a 3-4 DC time machine. Keep in mind we do have FOMC on Wednesday, so we'll see how that acts. My 3-4 put calendar from this morning is still just kind of break even. With this up move, we've had some continued volatility crush. VIX is down over 12% now. So we'll see if that volatility can kind of stabilize or maybe even give us a little expansion and get enough profit to flip that one. Yeah, 472. Circle pushing through highs of day. MSTR is
Order
getting
partially
close
filled.
again.
Order
Big
filled.
rebound in Microsoft.
Order
Amazon through
cancelled.
highs. Tesla's just kind of chopping the last 10 minutes. Still got a 2-lot runner. MSTR, I'm still waiting for my first profit target. Watson Meta, what are you doing in Meta? Calls or nice. Hood, nice rebound up to highs of day. Backwardation can be great for calendars. What do you mean? Tesla trying to make a move back up to highs. What do you mean? Just moving them so that you benefit from the move? Yeah. Yeah, I do that sometimes. If I would have put one on at the open, that's what I would have done, because I kind of anticipate a little bit of a continuation higher, but instead I just waited for the move and then I went delta neutral. But yeah, if you have a bias one way or another, I do that a little bit sometimes, not by much. Usually I'll skew it, maybe 10 points or so. All right, MSTR. Back up towards highs. Let's see if we can push through. Like the 4-7 Moel's got really nice backwardation, which the Friday, Monday always do. Almost always. The 3-4, a little bit of contango, not too much. But we do have FOMC, so that could definitely have an impact. Be back in 1 minute. MSTR still choppy. Here's how the 4-7 looks as far as the front IV since the open today. So we had a little pop in the ratio right to start. It's been pretty steady. The ratio has been pretty sideways since that first initial pop, which I'm not sure how much I read into that initial move anyway. But and then the 3-4. Looks like that. So obviously decline, it's on a downslope overall, the front and back. So obviously that's just implied volatility declining, but the ratio is kind of what I focus on because that's what's happening with the front versus the back. All right, MSTR kind of dipping back below previous day high. Tesla's still making new highs. MSTR, are you really going to make me cut you? You were so close. 4 different times you were so close. Don't make me say that Watson's right about you, MSTR. Don't make me do it. I've been defending you all these years against Watson. And now you're going to do this to me? Indices all still hanging out at the top. All right. I'm going to give MSTR a minute here, but need to see some buyers. Hood, big rollover. Bitcoin, big rollover. All right, I'm just going to cut it. Where's my fill? There we go. Filled at 340. Apple popped up again. Just got 2 left in Tesla. Right here where I hit my second profit target. I'm going to go ahead and take these off and just call it a day. Seeing some weakness come in here. Filled at 710 in Tesla. Fortunately, that loss in MSTR was a little bit bigger than my win in Tezzy, so it's tiny red. All right, I'm going to wrap the stream, take care of some other stuff, and we'll have Power Hour normal time. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers. Talk to you soon.